Hello there, welcome in, much love Magic players. Travis here bringing you MTG of the day, number 17, Magic learning Magic backwards and forwards, rocking something of a mono green control deck. This hand has a whole lot of mana, not necessarily a ton to do with it, but I'm going to keep it. It's got good potential. And special... Yeah, so basically what this deck is trying to do is trying to get the feel of being a green control deck, which is hard to do because of stereotypes and because of reality. Green doesn't necessarily get a whole lot of things that you would call control cards. So the reason that I'm putting it on a tapped forest instead of an untapped forest is because I probably don't actually want to play Beast Within right now, and I would rather play a tapped land to save us some life. Okay, that's a good one. If we can get Woodland Bellower down next turn, I would be happy. Yeah, so the way we're doing it is through looping primal commands is the main way. Volley Acid Moss is a good one. I would like to cast that actually on this turn. 2, 3, 4. Well, I already should have played that Verdant Catacombs. Alright, it worked. Let's not pay 2 life. That means we can probably play Woodland Bellower and for Eternal Witness getting the Acid Moss back on this following turn. Oh, there's a Garrick. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Untap this. Yeah, special video. I want to do my year-end review, but if it goes really fast, I might save it for another video. Interesting. The opponent has a remand. Well, we can actually play Garrick and untap lands to play Beast Within. Yeah, I've had an insane year. I've got my year-end review list right in front of me. So when I'm recording this video, it's December 24th, Christmas Eve. What I like to do every year is spend about a week on review and about a week on goal setting, planning for the following year. And that's a mix of back and forth. But right now I'm really... Okay, we're probably playing this kind of infinite turn type thing again, would be my guess. I'm going to go for a Beast Within here. Okay. Play a forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go for Woodland Bellower and use the ability, getting an Eternal Witness, getting back Acid Moss, and that was a quick one. Yeah, mono green, land destruction. Land destruction is a control thing. Okay, so I think I'm gonna probably save my year-end review for a camera video. But what we'll do, because those of you who have been watching know that I like to put forward some kind of a question to think about. Let's look at what we have here. Paths, Nature's Claim, Spellskite. Gonna cut Dismember for another Beast Within. Probably keep it the same. We've got a lot of hate cards and the opponent doesn't seem susceptible to any of them. Kitchen Finks is also probably not great. Nature's Claim could destroy a... I might go with the Nature's Claim. I think it's gonna kill a Dictate, which draws cards. Or, I mean, that might be a brick. Yeah, okay, so what we'll do in this video, this has nothing but mana, but I'm gonna keep it. The deck's a whole lot of mana. I mean, this hand is so fast that if we draw a Primal Command, it'll be so easy. That's the best card in the deck by far, by the way, is Primal Command. Nykthos. Yeah, we have got 8 mana so far. However, Primal Command can do some things from 5 mana, 8 mana, 11 mana, 16 mana, 19 mana. So, yeah, basically, that's the goal. Although Garruk is a decent draw as well. Go for Utopia Sprawl. Interestingly, gets remanded. Maybe getting remanded. Mana Leak. I'm very happy for that because we don't need that. Yeah, okay, so all I'm gonna ask to do in this, and you don't have to answer in the comments, because I'm gonna save this for a video where I can really focus on it, is to just think about your year, make a list of things that you accomplished, places you have been, lessons you have learned, people who you've talked to. I'm gonna go for the Garruk and debate which land to play. It may get remanded or counterspelled. It's in play. Mistakes you have made, lessons you have learned. And that's the year in review. So, yeah, we're going to do this. I'm not going to get too into depth in mine in this video. But we'll think about it, and I'm going to make that video. And then later we'll do a year in preview for 2016. I'm going to make a beast, actually, because we have nothing to do with our mana. So why don't we start getting aggressive. Verdant Catacombs for a stomping ground. I would love to draw Primal Command this match. In fact, I think I would prefer to lose this game. There's Dictate. I would prefer to lose this game and win with Primal Command in the next game, or even draw Primal Command too. Interesting. I'd prefer that to winning without drawing it. Okay, so basically, oh, I played the wrong land. Oh, I haven't played a land. Okay. I was about to say, played the wrong land. I haven't played a land, bro. You're good. Green. I think we're probably going to get Cryptic commanded, and it's going to be painful. I'm going to make a beast. And I'm going to... It doesn't matter. I kind of want the opponent to tap our team. Garruk, and then we can untap our lands and keep this Garruk. And unfortunately, we do not have a Primal Command to toss. So we're basically, we have a win next turn, but I highly doubt we're going to get a win next turn. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm only going to attack with one of these. The reason being, I want to win through exhaustion. Exhaustion makes us skip our next untap step. And this way, even if the opponent has an exhaustion, we will still win. I didn't say the math out loud, but I ran it. Now we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, well the opponent's taking extra turns, and there's a good chance that we are dead. It's a good chance we're dead. Walk the Aeons. Always a chance the opponent accidentally targets us with their extra turn effect. Okay. This deck has gotten popular or something, because we played against this a few days ago. 8 lands for the opponent. Serum Visions. And Part the Water Veil has probably contributed to the increased popularity. Where did Part the Water Veil go? Oh, it exiles. Yeah, because this thing wakes up a creature, acts as the win condition, which is pretty cool. Dictate, and another Time Warp. Okay, now we're really dead. It's a weird deck. This list to me is really weird because it only plays the Dictates and doesn't seem like it can really win without them. Okay. Oh, interesting. Temporal Trespass. Well, I'm going to concede. Congratulations, you won. You took all the turns. You took all my time. Some decks are more obnoxious than others to play against. And that one falls into the more obnoxious camp. To be fair, okay, I'm going to put in a Nature's Claim. And I'm going to cut an Elvish Visionary. So now we have 2 Nature's Claims in addition to the 2 Beast Withins to blow up the Dictate. If we can blow up the Dictate, those extra turns, shut it to 61. Extra turns don't do a whole lot. Okay. We have drawn a Primal Command, which is cool. Keep this. Not the most explosive hand, but a pretty decent hand. Pretty decent. So we've got Arbor Elf into... Yeah, hopefully we draw another Accelerator or a 4-mana play. Otherwise, this Primal Command might be too late. Or we can draw Nature's Claim, Beast Within. So there's a lot of... But that's a good draw. It's a really good draw. Actually, let's think about this. So, we could play a Stirring Wildwood and a Utopia Sprawl, and next turn, Primal Command. I like that, so we can have Eternal Witness to buy it back if necessary. Utopia Sprawl here. I'm gonna just pick green. I mean, maybe I should pick white for the Stirring Wildwood. So, if the opponent does not have a counterspell, they're going to get Primal Commanded into Bolivian, as Mike Tyson would say. As my hero, Iron Mike Tyson would say. Not actually my hero, but not my hero either. That man has had a strange life. From the outside, I don't know what it is to be Iron Mike Tyson. Wait a minute, why do we have extra mana? I can't do math. Can't do math. Could have played Stirring Wildwood this turn, and we would have extra mana next turn. Non-creature permanent, search your library for a creature card. Alright, well if this resolves... I don't expect it to resolve. Remand. So we can try again next turn. And if not for my mistake, we would be able to play an Elvish Visionary as well. 3 mana exhaustion. Ouch. Pass the turn. Well, the way I see it, as long as the opponent doesn't have Dictate, then none of this really matters too much. The opponent needs to be drawing 2 cards a turn. Rapid Hybridization. 2, 3, 4. We need a 5th land. No. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we have 5 lands. Okay. 3. We have 5 mana. False alarm, people. We're okay. Put target non-creature permanent on top. We should have that Elvish Visionary in play, though. Search your library for a creature card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. Going for your island. If the opponent has Dictate into Exhaustion, yeah, there's the Dictate. So we'll see if the opponent has well, not just Exhaustion. I'm gonna grab Acidic Slime and attack. What would be the best thing that we could draw? Probably Nature's Claim, actually. Nature's Claim and a land. Yeah, so we need to be concerned about Cryptic Command and Exhaustion. Okay, we did draw a land, which is semi-important. Green, green, we can play a Fertile Ground and then go for an Acidic Slime. So, my concern is Cryptic Command, but we need to try to apply pressure. This will probably get countered in some way. Oh, it's in play, great. Well, we could go for a land or we could go for a Dictate. I'm gonna go for the Dictate. I feel like another Dictate. Maybe I should have gone for the land. Apparently I should have gone for the land. Interesting, I hadn't considered that line. I was so excited that the Acidic Slime was in play. Yeah, because now the opponent is untapping with Dictate going to 5 mana. There's actually a good chance that we're going to lose here. That's really, the opponent has hit their win condition. There's a 5th land. Oh, they don't have it. And we drew a land, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can do this through Mana Leak, which is important. Put target non-creature permanent on top of its library. Search for a creature card. So let's just put Dictate on top of the opponent's deck again. They'll have Miko Koro. It'll just really attack their mana, basically. May get remanded. May get Cryptic Commanded. Or there might be even a 3rd Dictate that comes down, of course. Okay, well that worked in its limited way. I got an Eternal Witness, and you know, that might have been better to get. Let's make sure this goes right. An Arbor Elf, perhaps. Okay, green. Yeah, it might have been better to get an Arbor Elf, just to really ramp our mana up. Eternal Witness. Got another Primal Command. Use that ability. And attack for 5. So we actually have, yeah, first of all, if this Elvish Visionary had been in play, things would be a lot easier. And still a lot can go wrong here, but we have a lethal attack in the next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, just opponent at 8. Yeah, Gavany Township or Treetop Villages and so on. Okay. Here's the opponent playing an extra turn, but again, that's good and could lead to victory, but since the opponent isn't drawing an extra card off that, it's kind of whatever. 7 mana. Exhaustion, okay, well, that is actually probably going to lead to us dying. Which is why maybe an Arbor Elf would have helped. Let's go ahead and attack. So the opponent can replay the Dictate, and then they have their combo. So my expectations are low at this point. Although the good news is that we could come back with mono green control a third time. Do you like this deck? I like this deck. I want to know from you. And by the way, I had lent out a lot of my I had lent out my twin cards, but I got them back today, so we can play with not necessarily twin, but with Scalding Tarn type stuff again, starting as soon as we get a victory. For those of you who have been watching this, you know it's about discipline and consistency. I really play these every day, or most days. It's about coming back and trying to get a victory, even if you lose. You can only move on after successfully completing a task, right? I think that's a good way to live. Actually, I got that from Steve Nash, from watching him work out. Always end on a make. Always, ideally a couple makes, but at least one always. And the reason for that is recency bias as well. You remember the most. The human brain tends to remember the end of a sequence. So if you lose 5 in a row and then you win the 6th and you quit, your brain remembers just the victory and gets unrealistic confidence from it. So that's why we do that. Just, yeah, if you quit, if you like lose 5 in a row and then just quit, it doesn't help your brain. And eventually you will get a win if you just play enough. Okay, so let's do a quick deck. Sorry to not get the win again. Think about your year in review. It's a good time to do it for a whole week. You don't have to leave it in the comments. Think about where you've been, who you've met, who you've talked to, ways that you've grown, mistakes that you've made, things that you've learned, things that you've done or accomplished, how your path has changed. How your path has changed from a year ago is basically what it's about. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a green control deck, which is it's basically a land destruction deck. Land destruction card advantage deck with ramp. So yeah, breaking stereotypes. Once again, thanks to our wonderful sponsors, Patreon, as we're very close to the milestone of the month, which is paying my rent. But I mean, we'll get to that when we hit that milestone. But don't worry, I'm getting paid in other ways, so don't worry about me. But if you care to support this channel, it does really help. And there are various bonuses that I award for your support. So thank you, much love, and we'll be back tomorrow with the magic of the day, and we'll be back with I'll be back with my year in review video sometime before the next year. So yeah, thanks for watching.